finally out of the forest!
Took you long enough to get here.
Melanie!
I can't take this anymore! This is it! We're finished! There's no way we can get through this!
So, they've restored the Bridge of the Legacy. With this, the commander can control the entire ship as he sees fit.
There's no use running.
Don't give up. There's only 3 of them. That's nothing. No, there are more behind them.
Fools.
Damn it!
They took out their own guys.
The soldiers who assisted you were actually my men in disguise.
That voice. Moritz!
Who?
It's good to see you again, Sentinel. It's been, what, 3 years since the attack on the village?
Moritz, why are you here?
I couldn't ignore the request of a fellow Farinus.
Fenimore!
Now then, if you prefer, perhaps we can help turn the tables on your current situation. What do you think?
The lake just up and disappeared.
That's because the entire ship has now risen. Other locations may have been affected as well.
Is it connected to the appearance of that giant building?
Oh, Senny, that building! Isn't that big island we saw when we went to the Orasoran village?
That structure is a facility that serves as this ship's bridge. It was camouflaged as an island during the Terraces era.
Why would they go through all the trouble to hide it?
Because from there, anyone can control the ship, not just the mariners. Easy access to great power often brings misfortune. Thus it was sealed. Understood.
It's amazing how you've snuck your soldiers into Václav's army like that.
That's how we're able to get information quickly. It appears that Václav has taken Stella and Shirley and departed from the ruins of Frozen Light.
Is Shirley going to be taken to that bridge place?
Undoubtedly.
Just what's that Václav up to?
It's unlikely that Václav's plans stop at merely controlling the ship. His true objective is probably the Nerifus cannon.
What's that?
This ship's main cannon. It resurfaced along with the bridge.
The Legacy's got a cannon?
Say, how come you know all this stuff? Who are you people anyway?
Norma, don't be rude.
Well, I mean, I'm thankful they rescued us, but don't you think they're a little suspicious?
We are... In your language, our race is known as the Radiant. However, we call ourselves Fairness, the people of the water.
The Radiant. That's the name of the ancient race that created the Kingdom of Terrasis.
Then you are their descendants?
Surely you're not surprised. You've met several Fairness already. You've met Fenimore here. And Shirley.
That gal's a Radiant?
When I saw her glowing in the water, I figured that was the case.
You saw that?
When you were unconscious.
At any rate, you need to hide yourselves for now. I'd like to escort you to one of our bases.
What should we do?
You think there's a catch?
Coolidge knows him. I don't think we need to worry.
You people aren't very bright. Don't say that out loud. You'll hurt Red's feelings.
What do you mean, Red?
Why did you save me before?
That was because Shirley... Oh. So this is just like then, huh?
Really, it's none of my concern what happens to you, Ararinus. But if you die, Shirley will...
All right.
Well, I guess we'll take you up on that offer.
Excellent. Let's be on our way. From here, the base lies in the direction of 8 o'clock.
Fenimore, thanks.
Don't misunderstand me. I just didn't like owing you a favor, that's all.
First aid! Demon Shadow!
Back a little. Strawberry Demon!
Stone Blast! Talent Strike! Ain't up bad! Stone Blast!
We're really going to?
Victory!
Watch out! Stone Blast! Eat this! Lightning! Demon Shadow! Look at this!
Sword Rain!
Eat this!
Sword Rain Demon!
Lightning! Eat this! Eat this! Lightning!
Back a little.
All right. Man, this thing's got muscle. And it's as tough as it is strong. I see lightning! Demon Shadow!
Just one more shot!
Lightning! Talent Strike!
I should hold back a little. Just one more shot!
Lightning!
Sword Rain!
Not bad, huh?
Watch out! It's still first aid!
How could I let him do that? I should hold back a little.
Lightning!
I should hold back a little.
Hey, look at me! Really?
Stone Blast!
Great! Nice work! Cindy, that was so cool!
Yeah.
Again? Dragon Blast! Lightning! Demon Shadow! Demon Shadow!
Stone Demon!
Stone Blast!
Here we are. This is one of our bases.
He calls this a base? There's nothing here but trees.
Perhaps it's a camp.
What? We have to sleep outside?
Don't complain, Norma.
Oh, come on.
Suits me just fine.
That's 'cause you're a savage.
What'd you just do?
We've constructed a barrier to avoid detection by potential enemies.
Whoa, cool!
Well then, please, proceed.
You!
Oh, that's right. You came to Walter's aid before, did you not? Please, allow me to thank you for that as well.
Too bad Wally himself never thanked us.
I didn't think you were the type to hold a grudge.
And quit calling him Wally, like he's your friend or something.
We're heading off to retrieve the Whisper Crystal.
Come inside.
Ooh, it's so warm and fluffy. Gal fur is the greatest. I have to get more clothes like this. First, I need material. Hey, Spot. Good timing.
Cut that out, would you?
I'm just kidding. Sheesh.
Could have fooled me.
I offer you this place to use as you need. It's an inconvenient location with almost nothing around, but it should be ideal for hiding.
Great, thanks.
So Stella and Shirley...
One at a time, if you would.
What's going to happen to Stella and Shirley?
If things continue on this course, they'll surely be used to fire the Nerifus cannon.
Used?
We, the Fairness, are the cannon's source of power. It springs from our very lives.
What?
You mean they're gonna be used like bullets?
Historical records tell us that many Fairness gave their lives each time the cannon was fired.
Why would they build something like that?
That is precisely why it was sealed. It is a terrible, terrible device. And Václav, of all people, had to be the one to awaken it.
Stella... Shirley...
What was your other question?
I think it's about time you told us your true objective. Surely you're not showing us all this hospitality for free.
Ah, how perceptive. It's true Fenimor's request was not the only reason we came to your aid. The people of the water seek an alliance with you, the people of the land. Our objective, of course, is to recover Shirley and Stella from Václav's clutches.
You seek an alliance with us?
Specifically with the Holy Rexalian Empire that's supporting you, Will.
The Holy Rexalian Empire?
Say, Bubbles.
Why did you bring up Rexalia? And just how is it supporting Reynard?
Say, Chloe.
Exactly how much do you know?
We know that Rexalia has secretly stationed a large number of troops on this ship.
Are you saying the reason every country in the world has left this ship alone
Is because it's under Rexalia's control?
It's merely a precaution. The legacy belongs to no nation.
So what's this Holy Rexalian Empire?
It's a monarchy in the center of the mainland. Its power exceeds that of all surrounding nations. Many consider it to be the strongest in the world. Even if we were to form an alliance, would we have a realistic chance of winning?
Yes, at the moment anyway.
Whoa.
Is that true?
I wouldn't have suggested it if it weren't.
Reynard, we should definitely pursue this alliance.
Come on, Will.
All right, I'll serve as mediator.
Yes!
Yes!
You have our gratitude. I'll prepare a written message at once.
Yee-hoo! This ain't over by a long shot.
When I first saw how bad the odds were, I honestly thought the situation was hopeless. But now it sounds like there's still a chance. We don't have to give up just yet.
You all wait here until things settle down.
Things?
Until the war is over.
I gotta avenge my boy!
I have someone I must face as well.
Stella and Shirley are in danger. I won't just abandon them.
War is not the place for children, and that's exactly how you're acting. This is precisely what I'm worried about. Don't you understand? You three are too emotional about Václav. You cannot run off on your own on the battlefield, abandoning everyone else.
We would never...
You wouldn't? What happened in the forest of no return?
Sentinel, all of you, you've done extremely well. Please, relax now and leave the rest to us. Fenimore, please show them to the sleeping quarters below.
Yes, sir. This way. Follow me. Santa, watch this! Ta-da!
A butterfly?
It's a Terraquis!
It means wings of the beginning. We say that once a Farinus can display these wings, her life as an adult has begun.
Everybody's Terraquis looks different. Different shapes, different colors.
Can you do it too, Stella? Let me see. Well, that just makes me want to see it more.
Maybe next time.
When I complete the rite of accession, I'll be able to make a much bigger Terraquis.
Oh, yeah?
I'll show you so much you won't even care about Stella's.
Chloe?
Coolidge, could I talk to you for a moment? To be honest, what Reynard said really got to me.
What, that we're children?
I was so concerned about myself, I couldn't see the big picture. Being that short-sighted is pathetic. Anyone would call me a child. I'm not actually a knight.
Huh?
The House of Valens were knights, but my family was stripped of that title.
Did Stingle have something to do with that?
Yes. 5 years ago, he killed both my parents right before my very eyes.
What?
He hid his face behind that mask, but I'm sure it was him. I came to the Legacy to avenge my parents.
Why are you telling me this?
I just thought it was unfair for me to know about you, but not the other way around. Are you planning to go by yourself? What you're demonstrating isn't bravery, it's recklessness.
Shut up.
You know you don't stand a chance of winning if you just charge in there alone.
Shut up! Shirley and Stella are both suffering this very moment, and if somebody doesn't do something, they will die. And you want me to just sit here doing absolutely nothing? Even if we're not related by blood, I still...
You're right. That's why I'm going with you. Don't think you're the only one who's suffering. I feel loyalty to my homeland and hatred for my enemy. I'm every bit as angry as you are. I cannot stand idly by and watch these events unfold. I think we can resolve those issues Reynard was worried about. Now that we know about each other, we should be able to work better together. Right, Coolidge? Or is this just my own naive fantasy?
No. No fantasy.
Coolidge. Looks like our alliance came first.
Yeah.
Wait just a second!
We're coming too! I don't know nothing about no political problems, but I do know you ain't leaving me out of all the fun.
What do you know? It looks like we all had the same idea after all.
We are so on the same wavelength. What idiot said we couldn't work together?
Why are you doing all this? They said you could rest now. Why do you insist on going? I can't fight or do anything like that. I'm worried about Shirley, but I could never go out on a battlefield.
We're just trying to do what we can.
Don't you mean the only thing we can?
We're probably just a bunch of clumsy, stupid kids.
Are you gonna let him talk to you like that, Red?
Well, it ain't just about me, Bubbles.
But you know, this is who we are.
You're...
Besides, there's still something you can do, Fenimore.
There is?
Keep Shirley in your thoughts.
That'll help? It's just like Shirley said. I still can't trust Orarinus.
Fenimore.
But I do trust Shirley. And she said not everyone behaves and thinks alike.
Yeah.
I'll never forgive you if you betray her trust. I'll be watching you.
All right. Thanks, Fenimore.
But I haven't done anything.
So, time to figure out what we're gonna do.
Let us join the Alliance.
We'll follow your instructions. We won't run wild or go off on our own.
Fighting on the front lines, just carrying supplies, whatever. You name it, we'll do it.
Pretty please!
We spent the whole night talking about it. Please.
We know the difference between what we want to do and what we need to do. So please, Will.
The Alliance isn't even formed yet. You're getting ahead of yourselves.
Meaning?
I cannot agree to your request.
Why not?
Because this will be a war, and there's no place in war for personal emotion.
Chief, please come quickly. It's Walter.
What about him? What happened?
We were driven back by the monsters living there.
So we failed to obtain the Whisper Crystal. This will set our plans back.
Is it that important?
It holds the very key to our victory.
Oh, hey! In that case, we'll go get that whatchamacallit crystal ourselves.
You?
And then, once we bring it back, you can let us join the Alliance.
Norma, those are two different matters entirely.
No, I'd appreciate the help. It's really something we should do ourselves, but we simply don't have enough people.
Consider it done. Okay, everyone, let's go.
Go where?
Go where?
You're getting a little uppity there, Bubbles.
The Whisper Crystal is hidden in a tomb left over from the Terraces era. The place where it's located used to be an island, but now it's connected to the land. Head toward 11 o'clock from here to find it.
Located at 11 o'clock, used to be an island. Alright, let's see, I think that would be... No way!
What is it?
You don't mean the man-eating ruins? That place is famous among treasure hunters as the one place you never want to go.
Well, we can't back down now, right, guys?
Right.
Yep.
Let's go.
Please, no! Anything but the man-eating ruins!
Wait just a moment. I'm going with you.
Are you sure?
I'd get an ulcer within a day if I knew you were out there loose on your own. I'll have someone else deliver the letter.
Thank you. It's reassuring to have you around.
Honestly, you people.
Don't go too far on his
Tempest! Alpha Tempest! Sword Rain Demon! Yeah!
well.
Thanks.
Is he meditating?
Demon Shadow! Storm Blast! Demon Shadow! Crow, take him down! Look at this! Demon Shadow! Lightning!
Sovereign Demon!
Lightning! Demon Shadow!
Sovereign Demon!
Dragon Blast! Stone Blast! Demon Shadow!
Sovereign Demon!
Stone Blast!
You brought this on yourself.
Man, this thing's got muscles. And it's as tough as it is. Dragon Blast! Stone Blast! Demon Shadow!
Sovereign Demon!
Demon Shadow!
Lightning!
What are you looking at, huh? A little experiment.
Sovereign! Sovereign Demon!
Fireball!
All right.
Again? Dragon Blast! Lightning!
Sovereign Demon!
Demon Lightning!
Sovereign Demon!
What are you looking at, huh?
That went tolerably well.
Thanks.
Is he meditating?
Man, this thing's got muscles. And it's as tough as it is strong. Demon Shadow! Lightning! Dragon Blast!
Sovereign Demon!
we're here.
Oh, stop making such a fuss. Just let me and Geet handle it.
If it looks like I'm about to get eaten, you take my place, okay, Senny?
No.
Meanie!
Well, at the very least, we know Walter entered this place and returned. I don't think we need to worry so much about rumors and stories.
Hey, that's right! Wally did make it back out! There is nothing to fear in the man-eating ruins! Onward!
She sure flipped quick.
It's not like this is the first time.
Hey, Norma, you're not at all concerned about the serious injuries Walter's companion suffered?
Oh, yeah.
Take him down! Talon strike!
Tiger Blade!
Demon Shadow! Fireball! Something's up! What are you looking at, huh?
Tempest! Yeah! Oh.
Creatures use crystal arrows. Hit them before they cast their spells. If it gets any closer...
Stone Blast!
Whoa, watch out!
Talon Strike!
A little experiment.
Submarine Demon!
Recover!
These creatures use crystal arrows. Hit them before they cast their spells.
Firewall!
If it gets any closer...
Sword Rain!
Fireball!
Got it!
Something's up!
That's enough!
Damn it! Here, use this! What are you looking at, huh? Recover! Thanks. Dragon Blast!
Yeah!
Here, use this!
drop of sweat in training is one less drop of blood in battle.
Yeah, but push-ups? I have my moments.
Sorry, I forgot to go easy.
What is this place? There's a bunch of weird statues all lined up.
Oh look! It's a bed! It looks so comfortable! Woohoo!
Norma, you must be more cautious.
Asleep already?
She sure is, carefree.
That's one way of putting it.
No, something's not right here.
Ah, morning, Sunny.
Now's not the time to be sleeping. There's something up with that bed.
Something's coming.
What's up with that bed? Something's coming!
I should have seen that coming! Fireball! It's risky to get too close. I should have seen that coming!
Here, use this!
What are you up to?
Eat this! If it gets any closer, First aid! Dragon Blast!
I should have seen that
Use this!
coming!
Demon Shadow! Demon Shadow! First aid! Eat this! Dragon Blast! What are you looking at, huh?
What are you up to?
Stone Blast! Dragon Blast! Eat this! Demon Shadow!
I should have seen that coming!
Here, if it gets any closer...
I should have seen that coming!
Recover!
The snake's moving too! Alpha Tempest! Sword Rain Demon!
Here, use this! Recover!
Sword Rain Demons!
Here, use this! Dragon Blast! Recover! Demon Shadow! Demon Shadow! What are you looking at, huh? Stone Blast! Dragon Blast!
Alpha Tempest! Sword Rain
Demon
Demon!
Shadow! Here, use this! If it gets any closer... Dragon First aid! Talent Strike!
I should have seen that coming!
What the...
Sword Rain Demon!
Dragon Blast! Here, use this! Demon Shadow! Recover! Demon Shadow! Talent Strike!
Sword Rain Demon!
Divine Dragon! Divine Dragon! First aid! Eat this!
Billy!
Now
Sword Rain
Demon
Demon!
Shadow! Demon Shadow! Eat this! Dragon Blast!
I should have seen that coming!
Little experiment! Demon Shadow! Anti-Shield! Demon Shadow!
Sword Rain Demon!
Eat this! Dragon Blast!
Alpha Tempest!
Keep some
Sword Rain
lightning!
Demon!
Eat this! Eat this! Demon
What are you
Shadow!
up to?
Demon Shadow!
I should hold back a
Stone
little.
Blast!
Sammy, that was so cool!
Yeah.
Wow, that was close. Any closer and I would have wound up as one of those statues. No wonder they call it the Man-Eating Ruins. It's full of sneaky traps.
I think the problem is that you'd actually fall for a trap like that.
I can't believe I fell for that bed trap.
That sort of thing happens to you because you're careless.
Yeah, but it was so fluffy and comfy looking.
That's a nasty monster, the way it plays with your head like that.
Norma, try to be more careful from now on.
I know. Don't worry.
Just you saying that worries me.
What are these weird pointy things all over the place?
Perhaps artifacts buried with the dead, or sentinels to watch over them.
But where's the object of our search? We must have already come quite a ways in.
Is that the Whisper Crystal over there?
Maybe so. Sure looks like a crystal.
Yahoo! Come to Papa!
Wait, Red! Stop!
Looks like I'm first. Whoa.
Moses, what is it?
What the...
Why did Sandor's voice get so tense?
Is something wrong? We're coming.
Take a peek inside the casket. Slowly.
What the...
Who is that? She's awake!
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
What's your name?
Rune, I think. Does that sound right?
Don't ask me.
What are you doing in a place like this?
Oh, you know, the weather was so beautiful, and before I knew it...
How can that possibly lead to winding up at the bottom of the man-eating ruins?
You were catching some shut-eye with this place just crawling with monsters.
Oh, they were all very nice.
Liar.
This whole thing is so obviously suspect. I don't even feel like wasting our time with more questions.
Oh, come now. Let's not worry about little things, okay? They're... little.
I'm getting a headache.
Alright, that's enough. Let's get back on track. The reason we came here in the first place was...
To get the Whisper Crystal.
Right.
We've searched the whole room, and that's the only thing that looks like it could be the crystal. It's a little big, but let's go ahead and carry it back.
What are you gonna do, G-Girl?
Well, I'm going with you, of course.
And she's okay with that nickname?
Picnics are way more fun with lots of people.
Picnics?
I am a bit worried about bringing her along, but then again, we can't just leave her here. Everyone's okay with that, right?
These creatures use crystal arrows. Hit them before they cast their spell. I should keep some for later. That interrupted the arrows. Here, use this. I should keep some for later. Okay. Divine Dragon!
Sword-Brain Demon! We're really going to?
Victory!
creatures use crystal weapons. Any close? First aid! Fireball!
Alpha Tempest!
Quit charging in fists first. We won, right? Stop preaching. These creatures use crystal arrows. Hit them before they cast their spells. Then interrupt the air. Here, use this! Dragon Blast! First aid! Dragon Blast! Here, use this!
Moses, take over for a little while, would you?
You got it. Ambush!
Oh, you brought friends.
Do your friends ambush you?
Well...
Damn it, not now!
Do you hear something strange?
Yes. Is it coming from the ruins?
What the hell?
No way! It's one of those Sentinels!
We're trapped!
Huh? Whoa!
Did that thing just protect us?
What is this thing?
Perhaps Moritz knows something about it. Let's take it back with us. Grun, can you make it back to town on your own?
Why would I go back to town?
We can't get anything out of her besides her name.
Could she have lost her memory?
Oh, I have my memory. Don't worry.
She can hear us, y'all.
What exactly do you remember?
When I woke up from my nap, I saw all of you.
That just happened!
Perhaps she really has lost her memory. Let's take her with us for now.
Oh, you're treating me just like Miss Sentinel here. Thank you so much.
She's happy about that?
This command room controls everything about the Legacy. Wondering about that device, are you? No need to be impatient. You and your sister will be connected to it soon enough.
Connected?
But first, it's time to set sail. Full speed ahead. Set course for the Holy Kingdom of Ghidoria.
Hello, everyone.
You!
Jay!
What's the matter, Chloe? You seem upset.
Jay! What you did to us at the ruins of Frozen Light!
What are you talking about?
Don't play innocent. Instead of telling us about the hidden door, you decided to put us all in grave danger.
I'm impressed by your bravery, Chloe. You boldly undertook an underwater adventure without even giving a second thought to your weakness.
Wait, what do you mean, weakness?
The fact that you can't...
Ah! Can't what?
Coolidge, you said you wouldn't tell anyone.
It wasn't me, I swear.
I learned that on my own. My business is information, after all.
You're kidding.
Why are you here, Jay?
To meet the Radiant, of course.
You sure find out about things quickly.
That's my specialty. The wind has suddenly picked up.
Hey! Look at the Sail Mountain! The clouds are trailing to the side. Normally they stretch right above it.
The Legacy must be moving faster than usual.
Didn't this happen that time when everyone thought the Marinus had come?
I wonder if Václav's up to something.
Oh, this is it. The Whisper Crystal. Good work, everyone.
What do you intend to use that crystal for?
We're going to use it to control the automata, the things you call Sentinels. They're remnants from the Terraces era.
I had a feeling that the crystal and the Sentinels might have been related.
I presume there is no need to explain the combat power of the automata.
Why is this Sentinel following me? I haven't done anything.
Most likely, it activated when you touched the crystal.
Maybe it thinks Senny's its daddy.
It's not a little bird.
It's nice to be popular, huh, Senny?
Cut that out.
You saw the large number of automata within the tomb, yes? One with sufficient ability could use the Whisper Crystal to mobilize all of them at once. Together with these automata, these artifacts from the Kingdom of Terraces, we of the water and you of the land stand ready. We are now prepared to fight Václav.
The alliance hasn't been finalized yet, has it?
A response arrived while you were away. The alliance has been formed.
I see.
It's all because of your letter, Will. We thank you.
Well then, it's time we started discussing details.
You must be the Alliance's strategy officer mentioned in the response.
That's just how matters played out.
Did she order that?
Well, yes. First, allow me to explain our current situation. The Legacy is currently located in this general area. Václav is without a doubt headed for the Holy Kingdom of Gdoria.
That's C's country.
They are currently at war with Václav's Cruzand Empire. At our present speed, it won't be long before the Legacy reaches the coast of Gdoria. And taking into account the range of the Nerifus cannon, we've actually got even less time.
Are you worried about C?
It's not like that.
I'm sure you could cheer her up.
Me?
Even with the alliance, our position is still precarious.
Well, it's not all bad news. As long as we're moving at high speed, no other ships can dock with the Legacy. This means that Václav cannot bring in reinforcements.
Then we can manage with our current combined forces?
Perhaps it would be better to say we might manage.
We must now formulate the details of our plan.
We'll begin the Council on Strategy at once. Will, please join us.
Take this opportunity to get some rest. Do not leave the base.
Okay.
Coolidge.
What is it?
Well, I want to talk to you alone. Just the two of us. Once it gets dark, could you please meet me by the spring?
All right.
Thanks. I'll be waiting.
Were you waiting long?
No, it's okay.
So what is it you wanted to talk about?
I'd like to train with you. You're the only one who knows why I'm here after all.
Oh, okay.
Well then, let's get going.
Please, stop the ship!
If you want to stop it that badly, why don't you simply unleash your power? The Marinus can control everything about the Legacy by will alone. Or can you do nothing without your dear Sentinel by your side? I grow weary of your frailty. I'm starting to wonder if you're actually a failed Marinus.
She failed the rite of accession!
Shirley can no longer use her power.
Then what will become of us?
Commander, preparations for her sister are complete.
Good.
Stella! What are you going to do with her?
We're going to charge the Nerifus cannon with her life.
No! You'll kill her! Stop! Please don't drain her life away!
Don't worry. You'll be joining her soon enough. You may be a defective Marinus, but you should still suffice to power the Nerifus cannon.
We don't have anyone who can cast Healing Eris. We'll need to be careful.
I'm sorry for making you do this.
Don't apologize. You didn't make me do anything. I'm doing this because I want to. Same as you.
Okay.
This one looks kinda tough. Dragon Blast! Eat this! Eat this! Demon Shadow! Demon Shadow!
Alpha Tempest!
Dragon
Sword-Brain Demon!
Eat this!
Not bad. They had a little fight in them.
Dragon Blast!
Sword-Brain Demon!
Divine Dragon! Divine Dragon!
Sword-Brain! Not bad. They had a little fight in them. need to find a way around. Shining Sword Rain Demon!
I have my moments.
Eat this!
Tiger
Dragon
Blade!
Blast! Eat this! Eat this! Eat this! Demon Shadow! Demon Shadow!
Sword Rain! Sword Rain Demon! That's enough! Eagle Rising!
We're getting boxed in!
We need to find a way around.
Ain't not
Tiger
bad.
Blade!
Eat this!
Alpha Tempest!
Eat this!
Alpha Tempest!
Divine Dragon!
Tiger
Divine
Blade!
Dragon!
Sword Rain
Dragon
Demon!
Blast! Eat this!
Sorry, I forgot to go easy on you.
Again? Dragon Blast! Eat the Divine Dragon! Divine Dragon!
Sword Rain Demon!
Dragon Blast!
Nice work!
Eat this!
Sword Rain! Yeah! Oh.
Let's take a break.
You're actually the first person I've ever fought side by side with.
I always fought alone too, before I came to the Legacy.
I didn't realize how comforting it is to have someone beside you. Of course, I'm not saying just anyone would do. I mean, I don't know what I mean.
I'm the same way. It's reassuring to have you by my side.
What?
Want to go another round?
Yeah. Coolidge.
I said you don't need to apologize.
Thanks.
Dragon Blast!
Sword Rain Demon!
Eat this! Demon Shadow! Demon Shadow!
Sword Rain Demon!
You brought this on yourself.
Dragon Blast!
Sword Rain! Sword Rain
Talon
Demon!
Strike! Divine
That's enough!
Dragon Blast!
Demon Fang! Sword Rain Demon!
Dragon Blast!
Yeah!
Sorry, I forgot to go easy on you.
Demon Shadow! What are you looking at, huh? Dragon! Eat this!
Sword Rain! Sword Rain Demon! I would never fall to the likes of you.
Something's up! Eat this! Eat this! Dragon Blast!
Sword Rain Demon!
Eat this! Demon Shadow!
Sword Rain
Demon
Demon!
Shadow!
Eagle Rising! Sword Rain Demon! Nice work!
Dragon Blast!
You need more practice.
Whew.
Are you tired?
A little. How about you?
Yeah, a little, but it feels good.
The night breeze feels nice.
Yeah. Can I ask you something? What kind of a person is Stella?
Oh, all right. We can stay like this just a little longer. I was worried about you, really worried, okay? Sentinel, move. Don't try to stop me, I'm going.
She's kind, caring, but once she makes up her mind about something, she can be pretty stubborn.
They're after Shirley. I'll stay here and hold them off. Take Shirley and run. Can we stay like this just a little longer?
She's gallant and brave, too. Although sometimes she seems so frail. I first met her 5 years ago. Stella, Shirley, and I were always together. Václav's army attacked the village 3 years ago. Stella stayed behind and held them off, so me and Shirley could escape. I got Shirley to a safe place and went back for Stella, but by that time... It's my fault she was captured, so this time, it's my turn to save her. I have to save her, and Shirley too.
I'll help you.
Chloe.
We'll do whatever it takes to get them back.
Yeah.
Who's there?
Meow!
Demon!
Ah! Wait! We went to all the trouble of spying on you and all you did was chit-chat.
I am so disappointed.
You're all alone together in the middle of the night. Don't you think you should heat things up a bit? Whoa, you're all sweaty.
What do you expect? We've been training. Am I really that sweaty?
What is it, Chloe?
Oh, nothing.
Well, if y'all are training, I'm gonna join in the fun. Sentinel, let's you and me see who can take out the most monsters.
Ooh, so sleepy.
Feels like somebody glued my eyes shut.
Are you awake now?
completely.
So, shall we begin the Council on Strategy? Let's start with our current situation. Václav is using the Legacy's bridge as his base of operations. That's here.
Originally, this area was a lake, but with the restoration of the bridge, it's all land now.
For convenience, we'll call this new area the Bridge Plain.
Bridge Plain, huh? Well, if there's land all around it, then attacking should be a piece of cake, right?
This is why I don't like dealing with simpletons.
Hey!
Almost all the areas that used to make up the lake shore are now steep cliffs. Attacking from the stern would seem to be impossible.
What happened to the Orosoran village?
You can enter from the waterway side, but you can't get out onto the bridge plain. Incidentally, there's no one there anymore.
Why?
We evacuated the Orosoran to a safe location. We can't have them residing next to what's about to become a battlefield.
You sure are a lot nicer to them furballs than you are to humans.
Let's not worry about me at the moment. Now, as for a path onto the bridge plain. Do you remember this formation between the crags and the lake?
That's the place with the tall cliffs on both sides.
Right. At present, this is the only route onto the bridge plain.
Great, got it. Let's go.
You really are stupid. Wait until I'm finished.
You don't have to call me stupid.
But it's true.
Václav has established a frontline base near the entrance to the bridge plain. The first action the Allies will take is to capture this base in a nighttime raid.
Right now, the enemy's defenses should be relatively weak. We're going to take advantage of that.
Our real objective is to draw out the main force from the bridge and force them into a decisive battle.
To that end, we must try to make quite a show of destroying the frontline base. We need to make Václav absolutely furious.
All right, let's do it.
Our group will be participating in the battle as an independent detachment. Our unit's name is the 30th Platoon.
Got it.
All right, everyone. Please proceed quickly to the frontline base.
As soon as everyone's ready, we'll head out.